Hello and welcome to the Sheep Seats. I'm your host, Matthew, aka Sheep, aka Dark Sheep, and we are here tonight. We have a packed house. Let's get them all in here. We got Ben returning from last week. We have Jason returning from some time ago. He joined us, and Nez, who we got a very interesting appearance from a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I had the nose strip on and everything. It was nighttime, Nez. I was getting ready for bed, and you were like, "You want to hop on?" I'm like, yeah. What the hell? Let me come on.
Miss the Melch, screen name the Melch here, is recovering from being at Coors Field last night. I did also get to the Brewer game today, so
nice.
It was
sweet.
It was nice.
Saw a good one, right? I think they won.
Yeah, they managed to win. They tried to give it away there at the end, but then Blake Perkins from center field shot him down. Hopefully, Willie Adames doesn't actually have a concussion. That could be.
Oh darn! I didn't see that.
He did get knocked in the head on the slide. So,
jeez, that's a bummer because I mean, dude, these Brewers are going nice, man. They're a pretty fun team.
I'm keep waiting for the plummet because
no, it's not going to happen. They're well built lineup. I mean, the pitching staff, who knows how long they can keep up with like the patchwork that they have there, but the lineup is sick.
Yeah, they're getting contributions from all over, and Trio's starting to wake up a little bit. So yeah,
it's a fun team.
The division wound up being a little weaker than I thought it would be too. Honestly, like the Cubs being in last place, I'm actually shocked by that. Like I didn't think they're going to be amazing. But
say that again. Say that again for me.
Yeah, you love it, don't you?
It's the best. It's the best feeling ever.
It is. I agree. But we are here tonight to draft. I'm not sure. Let's get in here. The 7th inning stretch. I don't know if everybody's going to get in. We need 2 people, so. We might. I don't know if we'll all get in.
Are you guys in? If not,
I'm in.
I'm in.
All right.
Well, obviously I'm in.
All right. Let's go.
I think we're good.
Wow.
All right. Cool.
Excellent. We did it.
I don't
that was
want to leave
perfect.
Out. Perfect.
Oh, 1.1.
All right. Here's the question: who is it?
Damn. I think
Judge is unconscious right now.
I was about to cue Shohei, then I recalled Aaron Judge plays baseball, and maybe he should be 1.01.
If Shohei starts hitting leadoff, does that change your mind?
Exactly.
No, not plus you're not going to get a lot of late Judges anymore, right? Like I don't know, this ADP is going to get a refresh, and he's going to be up there. So, 1.1. Gotta grab him.
I did start a slow I started a handful of slows the other day, and I did start Ohtani still.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So yeah, we kind of have some, this week's been kind of rough, and especially today. We lost Michael Harris for, I don't know, a month maybe. I don't know, grade 2 hammy.
More.
Yeah.
Month to recover. I feel like one of those things.
Right.
Yeah, hamstrings are tough, but yeah, it's such ill timing because like he's probably going to come back for like the dinger teams that are able to get him through, but for the 7th inning stretch, like I don't know how you can possibly take anybody that just got hurt right now that has a chance to come back this season. They're just almost impossible to get through at this cost, at least, right? Like I can't even imagine them actually falling to a price that I would take them in, because somebody's going to pull the trigger. It's just not going to be me.
How's it going, expert? Welcome. Yeah, so then today, Mookie with the broken hand getting hit by the pitch. I don't know what's more tilting, watching a player like just pull a hammy running to first, or a guy getting hit and being out for the same amount of time.
Getting hit.
Yeah, the getting hit, I think, is just like, oh god, that just really
it's brutal.
And they're all right. Well, thank you, sir.
Bergmaster maybe didn't get the news update.
Is it even listed in the app, dude?
I'm not sure.
It is. There's a big red dot that says fractured hand for Mookie Betts. I mean, he's not out, so
So expert got out there for a Father's Day game. Saw it live.
Ouch.
Well, we might have lost Corbin for a little bit too. We don't really know about him yet. I don't really care because he might be dead, but still, that's another thing from today.
Yeah, Oblique. He thinks he's going to be ready for the series. I saw the comments after. I always have my phone here when I'm drafting so I can see the notification. And guess what? Heads up, you're up next. Do we need to talk about this new notification system?
Yeah. I think it might be here to stay. I know that it's going back to the old you're on the clock soon for dailies. But for best ball, I think they're keeping this on your on deck notification. And I don't know, man, it just seems weird. Like, I didn't think people were like asking for it. I think it's for me personally, I'm like, it's whatever for me for best ball drafting, but for dailies, it directly impacts how much volume I can get in on a single day.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like if you're multi-tabling, it's basically impossible.
Yeah, it's such a challenge to that on the clock notification just really helped keep things going. And now to not know, like, I mean, obviously, but yeah, I know for a fact that they've come out and said that will go back to the old one for dailies.
Yeah, I don't mind it too much for these. It's just
me neither, honestly.
Because sometimes I'm doing this, if you're like running it while you're supposed to be working, and maybe your office has poor cell signal, it's nice to have that extra 30 seconds maybe to get the app open.
Yeah, if anybody was hypothetically doing that, I could see that being a huge benefit.
Yeah. So what I guess let's see. Jason, you're on the clock. You started Julio.
Yeah. I should have just loved and embraced fun there, but I decided to go with Olsen, who I feel like is like, he's one of those dudes that obviously hasn't really done what we were hoping this year, but he could also chain together like a 6 home run week. So
seems like he's heating up a little bit this week, right? I've seen him hit a couple home runs, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I've not seen those notifications. But okay, Ellie did go there. I did watch him run fast today at the game.
Yeah, that was so sick.
It was not, but
yeah, you saw that in person.
Yeah. Yeah. Kyle Schwarber's kind of turned out even better than we had hoped. I feel like there was a lot of debate that, is he worth the early pick this year?
Yeah, I was concerned. Who wants to guess the amount of doubles he's had?
Oh, this time a show already.
Well,
is it 12?
It's still 5.
He hasn't hit one.
He hasn't had a double in like 2 weeks.
I thought for whatever reason I thought he had more than that. I don't know where I was getting that from. That was an obvious trick question.
Brad's here. Welcome, Brad.
Yeah.
Robbie's here. What's up, Robbie?
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Jabber Jim's here. He always sees Nez in his drafts. It's always a battle.
It is. Jobber, what's your handle, Jobber? Let me know.
This is an important one for my portfolio. Riley Green is he's eating up.
He's doing the thing.
There's no one else on the Tigers that is, but he's taking care of it. Yeah.
And I've been pushing him up in this contest. Even, I don't know, maybe I'm overzealous.
I had high hopes of a 3rd round Paul Skeens on this stream, boys. I'm not gonna lie, but I thought wrong. Wrong.
Is Spencer Torkelson going to do the thing again, where he just like is ass for 2 months and then he comes just out of nowhere and it's just awesome and makes us think that he's good at baseball? What do you think, Ben?
So there was, I haven't kept up with it perfectly. He's putting up some numbers in AAA, but one of my like better follows for Tigers stuff pointed out that I think he's still like yet to get a hit off a fastball more than like 93 miles an hour. And that was exactly what was dogging him so far this year, fastballs. So they could still be waiting to see a little more progress there than like just get him up because he's hitting home runs in AAA. So I don't know. I mean, like there's no chatter that he's particularly close. So it's
I mean, I'm not too good with numbers, but I think not being able to hit the most thrown pitch in baseball is probably not good.
It's yeah. Oh wait, I forgot I'm back to back, but
you
can go with Dallas. Yeah, you got a little Texas 2-step there. I'll do that. No problem.
I would love some Garcia heat. I would love for him to heat up. That would be so fun.
Garcia would be nice. Garcia of the currently number 11 drafters team now, holding on. But
hey, let's go.
Nice.
We need some reinforcements because it's tough out there with five pitchers in these best ball contests.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of Garcia. I was taking that anti-stance against everybody else that was very smart and telling us not to. And it looked really good. And it looked. I was having so much fun. The first month of the season. When has that ever gone wrong doing an early season victory lap? But I'm paying the price right now.
Here's another one that Austin Riley has like 3 home runs in the last 3 games.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell Easy.
He seems like he's alive. I know, kind of rough. I mean, Michael Harris wasn't doing a ton, so it's kind of rough to lose him out of that lineup. But I mean, Matt Olson seems a little bit alive too. So, and Ozuna just continues like really awesome. I mean, with Mookie out, we still have Ohtani, but like that's a pretty nice boost for Ozuna, like MVP chance. Like,
absolutely.
Like if you're looking at, I don't know odds out there, but like,
yeah, I don't either.
He just keeps producing.
Words that I never thought I'd hear: Marcell Ozuna in the running for MVP. Like what?
Words I've never wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hard guy to root for.
Is there a DH MVP? Has that happened before? Because he's still 100% DH. So I wonder.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Did David Ortiz win one year?
Probably.
Am I bugging?
Well, I guess he was like playing first base like every month, once a month, I guess. So. Oh, hello, I'm on the clock. Sorry, that damn notification, dude. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just, for the brand. Actually, no, we gotta go Riley Green.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I knew you weren't making it to me.
Yeah, I haven't done too many of the 2 infielder starts. I don't know, Nez, how many teams.
Not a lot for me, man. Yeah. And I've done a lot of drafts, not a lot of 2 infield starts, but one thing is for sure is like I think Trey Turner was on like a hell of a run before he got hurt, and really like this Phillies lineup, and excited to get him inserted in there. That should be a lot of fun. This is a pretty nice click here yourself.
All right, I'm gonna go in Ketel Marte. So nobody take Christian Walker, okay?
I don't even see NL MVP odds on redacted. So
okay.
Huh. Okay.
They might be rejiggering them. Yeah. Ortiz, David Ortiz got MVP in 2004.
That was before writers were hardcore nerds about this stuff. Ortiz probably like led the league in batting average, so he won.
And the Melch, I'll DM you some ideas for some Milwaukee beers.
Yeah.
Ooh, Seth here with the triple infielder start. The quadruple infielder start.
Wow.
Is he autoing? I don't know. No, because he probably would have got Ellie.
Interesting.
Maybe at the first turn. I don't know.
I love seeing people do different things.
Yeah. The question always then is, do they just go too much and do they not understand the format?
Yeah. It's like now what will they do from here? This like the next 4 rounds will be very telling about their ball knowing.
All right. I don't think I'm gonna tempt Walker. He's probably gonna not make it, but
there's no way he makes it back to you.
But that's fine. I don't need
That is so spiteful. That is just because I took your Riley Green, isn't it?
No,
Okay.
I wanted to bring this up. Well, I'm still biased against Jarren Duran, so he's probably the right pick.
Jarren,
right there.
I tell you what, man, Ben, like fully, like I was already like had my eye on Jarren Duran. I still wasn't a believer, but like Ben got me fully Duran pilled, and now he's like my favorite player in the league.
He's the best. He's really a lot of fun, and he's just doing, events. Events are happening every time he's out there.
Events.
Really event heavy player.
Now, I will say I could very well end up strongly disliking Mr. Duran. If he doesn't get me one more total base tonight, I could use just one more total base from Mr. Duran, and we could be having ourselves a ball tonight. He's up next inning. So, yeah, don't mind me if I'm over here sweating profusely.
Watch it be a 14 pitch at bat that ends in a walk or something stupid.
Please.
Please. I'm not willing into existence, but
it's I beg of you, dude.
You're saying it so it doesn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah, that
works.
Yeah, Royce Lewis, another home run tonight.
Yeah, what is his ADP right now? Because it's whatever it is, it's obviously too low.
70.
Yeah, I don't think you can get him at ADP.
Yeah,
70. Yeah.
That's what's so fun about this contest, man. Especially right now, is like things start to lock. Like I went on a stream behind the Badge Rose paywall and just kind of talked about like what I'm doing with rankings and how I'm using them. And rather than like, oh man, I got to rank 220 players, like just like ranking the players that I think are mispriced and then sorting by ADP and then scrolling. And that way I have an idea because I can see in that rank column, if there is a rank there, then that means that I clearly think that this player is like worth drafting. And I mean, there's mispriced players galore right now. It is amazing. Cutter Crawford pitching tonight, pitched a really nice game. I keep talking about Carlos Correa being like a very hot hitter right now. He's at like, I think ADP 170. It's crazy the values you can get right now.
Outfield feels worse to me in these drafts than the preseason drafts. Am I off? I've only done a few, but it just feels like outfield gets real bad real quick.
Yeah. And it definitely kind of highlights, in my opinion, like the whole point of the outfield early strategy. Because now that we actually have season data, like we understand how bad things and how quickly things get bad for that position. I think is sort of like, in my opinion, why the thesis made sense. Because like, you get to this round and it's like, yeah, I actually don't think any of these guys are like awesome. It just it just feels pretty bleak.
You're grabbing a platoon bat basically by the 17th round,
and that's why, like in my fourth pick there, I went with Arozarena. It's like I don't really love Arozarena, but I also feel like he's struggled to this point, and I don't think he's that guy. Like,
right?
He's not like a first or second rounder, but I feel like in the fourth, around like the Brian Reynolds range, I would rather have Arozarena's upside, even if it is somewhat similar to Reynolds. I'm just betting on a bounce back, I guess.
I would definitely bet on an Arozarena bounce back. I mean, if you want to use BABIP analysis, which I think in certain instances is bad, but for him, his BABIP is 100 points lower than his like career average. So you can definitely expect some regression there in the positive direction. And he's still walking like 10% of the time. Like that's a pretty like new development as of like last year. That he started doing and is like maintaining that, which is like pretty cool. So I think he's a really good bet for a bounce back.
So expert here. Before the season, I was comfortable taking mid-late outfielders like Teo, Ozuna, Rooker, but for the mid-season, I'm going a lot heavier outfield early.
Yeah. Those guys are just they're second round picks now, second and third. So yeah, everything's sucked up.
You're getting a glut of pitchers up here at the top. I think Garrett Cole's still too cheap in this contest.
I was just about to go there. Sheep, dang it.
So yeah, I'll obviously eyeballing one of these Cleveland guys to go with Jose Ramirez, but I don't know. I think Garrett Cole is still cheap, considering who's going before him.
Yeah, it's just a matter of what it's going to be like when he returns. How what the durability is the only question. But I mean, it's Garrett freaking Cole, man. You know, he's a top. You know, he's if we knew he was gonna, if you could tell yourself that he's gonna be fine, then he's a top 30, or first 3 round pick, obviously.
Yeah,
we do kind of have to pour another one out here for the Bird Master, who is also took Yamamoto on his Mookie team. So
I wish those could be spread out. I don't like when those all get all the injuries are on one team. You know, let's spread those landmines out. Let's get some other people out of here.
Yeah,
it turns into an 11-person lobby at that point.
Right.
Yeah, shit,
11 people all have really good teams.
Yeah, true.
Full count for Duran. 7th pitch of the at bat.
Let's go. All right.
Only 7 more for the prediction.
Fouled one off.
That's my guy.
Oh god.
This roto teams, you know, the roto season's looking pretty good right now, thanks to stat stuffers like Mr. Duran.
So I think Josh Naylor is the correct price, and I think Willie Adames isn't the correct price, but I'm going with the
Naylor could go higher, man.
Correlation here.
I take him whenever you want, almost. You know.
God damn it! He walked.
Hey, kind of.
Right, we need a rally. We need a rally here. All right, I like Adames. I love Tovar, but I think I'm going to do something crazy, guys. We're in the 7th inning stretch. Let's get this ADP correct. What do you say?
Okay. Oh,
hey, there it is.
Very fun.
I love it.
Especially when he's a Padre or something. That's going to be really awesome.
Currently at
no offense.
104.
No. I honestly, so my White Sox idiot feelings on Crochet. Okay.
Yeah,
if he stays on the White Sox, I am worried about him pitching at the end of this contest because I think they are going to be so bad that they're just going to be like, all right, you're at 125 innings or whatever. Let's just shut it down. Right. If he goes to a contender, though, he's going to be pitching throughout the contest. And he's just, I mean, we've seen it. I mean, he's incredible. The guy's stuff is insane.
I mean, you look at that little glut of pitching that started with Shota, you know, like a round ago. I could argue Crochet over that entire pool. You know, if you knew the innings would be secure there, why not? You know, he might have more inning security than Shota in some ways with the way they're managing Shota and everything. So, yeah, if he could just end up in a good situation, nothing's stopping him, I feel like.
Well, and his upside is massive. I mean, he had 13 strikeouts or 12 the other night. And he didn't throw he threw one breaking ball the entire start. It was just fastballs and cutters the entire time. It was amazing.
You redo the rankings for the guys that are the K leaders right now, and everything is just flipped. Like him and Reagan's are better than Corbin Burns. So yeah, if you're just evaluating these pitchers by Ks, Crochet has to be up there with the best of them.
I was drafting him a little bit as kind of like a bit in the preseason contest, but I wish I could go back in time and act like I knew this was going to happen and look sharp instead of
in that contest, right? I would take the points I have and call it a day. Build a 7-pitcher, 8-pitcher build, and what you've gotten out of this point will at least win you your pod. So yeah.
At this point, he's already paid off.
He's paid off.
The fact 100%. That you are probably the only person with him on your team and the points that he's given you, your job is done. But let's keep it going. Maybe, find yourself fighting for a division in Baltimore, perhaps. That would be fun. That would be a great place for him to land if he was to go somewhere, against
Baltimore. They have pieces that the White Sox really, really need. They don't need any more minor league pitching. We need some, Heston Kjerstad or Jordan Westberg types, position players.
Yeah, they've got a plenty, and I mean, it would be so foolish, I think, for them not to cash in a big way, So they're set up to restock nicely, and in my opinion, they really do need to engage in this rebuild.
All right, I don't know. Did you miss that pick there, Nez, or did you try to take Paul Goldschmidt?
No, I actually did want to take Goldschmidt. I didn't think he was gonna. I usually. I take Goldschmidt in here, man. I think he had 2 hits today. I think he's starting to heat up. I'm not one that thinks. I think Arenado is washed. I don't think Goldschmidt is washed.
Yeah. Yeah. So in this group, I like Ward and O'Neill, and I have more Ward than O'Neill, so that's why I'm going with O'Neill. Yeah. In 8 of my 22 drafts so far, I have Garrett Crochet. So
hell yeah,
sweet.
And that was better than pick 100.
I bet.
When this started, he was going pretty late. So let's go back to the comment Robbie here, and I think this might. It's hard to say, but yeah, this contest feels thin at every position. Before this season, we have so much hope, and then we realize that there's only so many good players out there. And I'd add on to that just so many good players that stay healthy and keep playing time. Like,
you can really take advantage of the uncertainty preseason. We know nothing. We don't actually know anything. We're drafting off projections. We're taking guesses of who might exceed or not. But in this contest, there's so much certainty with guys who are injured who aren't going to come back in time and stuff like that. It's just a smaller player pool to choose from without making a terrible pick.
I think a good example of that is going over to Kansas City and looking at Miguel Garcia versus MJ Melendez. Like the amount of times MJ Melendez was drafted compared to Garcia, and just like the results, like, and we kind of knew this outcome was possible for Melendez, right? I mean, he showed streaks of pretty bad play, and now a whole season, and we had hope there, but we didn't. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just think that's an example.
Yeah, I mean, you think about range of outcomes, and like you said, like we knew that Melendez could be like a very bad pick. That's for certain. I didn't think that Garcia could be this good of a pick given his results this season. Like on paper, are just like fine. The 17 stolen bases are awesome, but like 300 on like his OPS is 669 or 670. He's not like tearing the cover off the ball, but when you're hitting leadoff for one of the best teams in baseball, that'll do it.
So I took Lane Thomas, who I'm sorry, sorry, Lane. I'm sorry that I thought you were just a one season wonder. No, I'm sorry.
He's pretty dope.
Legit. He's legit.
Yeah, and he just can produce. Like, even if Washington is bad, he still has the power that he showed last year, and he's getting steals. So
yeah, now that he's back, he's going to start to. I don't know. I guess he probably won't rise. I think this price is pretty good for him. But the fact that he was hurt, maybe was keeping him down a little bit. His numbers are not where they were last year, but the 16 stolen bases is crazy.
Right, considering how much time he's missed.
Right. Did not expect that.
Where is he going?
Yeah, Robbie here. Miguel Garcia had 160s ADP when this contest opened, and like it's funny looking back or thinking back to those first couple of drafts. And I don't think anybody who's done a ton of volume, but did some early, and we're still saying that there's guys mispriced when there's guys that have moved up 50, 100 spots. So
I know it's weird how that works, because I feel like with the NFL drafts, when the midseason drafts, like we kind of have an idea pretty early in those drafts of like what ADPs are incorrect and quickly adjust to that. I don't know why for baseball it's so hard for. Maybe it's probably a liquidity issue. I'm just answering my own question, I guess, is like the fact that there aren't like an overwhelm. Like there's been a lot of drafts, but not like enough, I think, to fully like make this ADP efficient, I guess, is probably why.
Yeah.
What do we think about the overlay outlook with what 9 days to go, right? And we're about halfway full, maybe a little bit less.
We're less. I don't think we're even hit 40 yet.
40%.
We're at 38. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't know.
Does this stay open through the All-Star break?
No, it's done the 24th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, obviously. That's gonna definitely hurt the fill rate, because last year, like we because the best ball season was extended, we were able to draft through the All-Star break, and it gave us something to do. Yeah, that'll be. I do think we're likely to get a little bit of overlay here.
Yeah, I agree, and I haven't seen like the high volume guys in here yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll come still, but
I have not done a slow drop without Lackey, I will say.
Oh, I should have invited. I should have.
He's in every single one.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just waiting for Eagles to dump his 150 in there, right?
He will.
Yeah.
And then he'll advance, 40% of it or something. Like, okay, great. I'm glad you put so much effort into this stuff.
Yeah, let me know the next time Nico Horner's going to go on like a Barry Bonds run.
Oh, dude, that was unreal. Unreal.
All right. Little 60% portfolio and Nico Horner over 150.
Saw him post that last year, and I was like, okay, you can do that. And then he smashed, and I was like, all right, well, I'm stupid. So,
well, I mean, I don't think he made the finals. So
there you go.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's the new mantra, right? Low advance, high EV teams. That's the key.
Brad's also in all the Lackey slow drafts. He's not in. He front loaded all 150 of his slows because I joined a couple and he hasn't.
Okay, I mean he might have, man, because I tried to get in as many slows as I could while like still balancing out my NFL slows because I wanted to get there before the timer changed to 4 hours and try to get as many in as possible. I think I got like 30 in the slows, so I'll be as soon as I wake up, hitting a fast lobby and just seeing how quickly I can get a draft in from here on out for sure.
Yeah. But I feel like there's been a lot of new names of people drafting, like a lot of badgeless people, and so I'm excited by that. Even if we don't fill the contest, I'm seeing people playing the game that I don't recognize, which at certain points, I'd expect to know a third of the room the way these go, but it hasn't been that way. So I'm encouraged by that, but not really by the entry level. I mean, we just got a full on blast of football right away, right?
There's more football to compete with than ever, right? Like a 20 max gets dropped and I forget to register it in a day and a half, and I'm like, all right, now I'm waiting for the next 20 max to open up. Mini Schnauzer 8. They'll do. How many mini Schnauzers are going to be this year? Do you think? Like,
I don't know, man. A full blown puppy is imminent, I would think, and that'll be.
They'll slow things down for a little bit.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
I started thinking because I'll do a little bit of football just for giggles, and I was like, when do I want to start doing this? And I was like, can I wait until after the baseball season plays out to get a few drafts in? I was like thinking I couldn't, but I think they're just going to keep firing contests over and over and over again until opening day, basically the football season. So I think I can draft whenever I want to, and I won't have any issues finding a contest.
Yeah, I think you're good if you wait for those regular season funds to hit, once you advance. I think you'll be good. There should be plenty.
And there should be some time box contests too, that if you want to go on a day and draft 5 and something like that you're not competing against people drafting all season. But I can tell you're a baseball guy because you called it opening day.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I could think of.
I don't know that it has a different name. Yeah, I've yet to draft a football team either. I don't know what I'm going to do. My daily season has not progressed as I had hoped, so I'm not exactly swimming in the excess funds. I've been really struggling at dailies this year.
Dailies have been hard. For me personally, dailies have been very hard.
Yeah,
just sharper rooms.
Sharper rooms, and for a while, my process, my strategy, whatever you want to call it, is very simple. I like to play the teams that I think are going to do well that day. I love the chalk, and for a while the chalk wasn't hitting. For a long time, the chalk was not it, and just seeing teams that I'm just like, how. In what world? You're sitting down and you're picking these players to put in a lineup. Like there's just like lack of correlation. off like just teams from bad players. I'm just like, all right, like clearly like I'm not thinking correctly about this game. And so I thought, but I stayed the course, and now I've been breaking even, which like I'll take that, dude.
Yeah.
I'll take breaking even. Give me the rake back, that my 1% profit, and I'll go the hell home.
There you go.
But it's been slowly getting better. But yeah, man, just for me, like, you know, I get as much chalk in as I can, and then like once I have the time and the funds, then I'm like, okay, now I'll start to do like my contrarian stuff to play for first.
Yeah, I am a pretty chalky player too in dailies. I find it to be a lot different than like salary cap, where I play a lot of leverage.
Yeah.
So different. So different.
But if you're not getting a lot of entries down, and I think John talked about that he's able to find lanes with smaller amount of entries maybe than others, but that's just the one thing. If I'm only going to do like 5 to 7 drafts on a couple of these slates, to not like get those chalky stacks up top, it feels very hard to just pick an ADP 35 in the second round, and I think it's what you have to do, and I'm comfortable doing it. Yeah, on limited entries. If you're
exactly,
there's this little $3 3 max tournament. You know, most days that I'll hop in just for giggles, and it's like I'll draft a super chalk team, and then kind of in the middle, and then just go completely off the wall with something, just to have a little bit of a. Well, maybe a sweat, but just to make the evening a little entertaining, because, you know, I don't have a team to watch that's good. So, you know,
probably weird to start, especially as a beginner, but I'm always seduced by, you know, the 2 to 5K up top or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I still feel like it's a smaller tournament than what you get on Redacted for those sort of like prize pools. So,
yeah,
it makes sense to take a shot, even if you don't have a ton of money to throw at it. You just very low expectations whenever I put my 5 to 17 in there. Very low.
I do like that they are more top heavy personally. I think when like the flatness for the amount of entries that we have, it just kind of makes it the juice. It doesn't quite make it worth the squeeze. And for me personally, as somebody that like tries to play these at volume, it's a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Like for me, it takes, I would say, probably like 4 hours to get, like, you know, if I want to do like 50 to 60 entries. I mean, that's labor.
Yeah,
I got to fill out a time card for that. You know, like that's
and I think that really is a factor in like the size growing. You know,
it's a limiting factor, no doubt.
But
they end up changing the size for tomorrow, which I'm very much interested to see how that works and how the fill rate is for that. So it's 30K prize pool again, but smaller amount of entries, and it's a $10 entry fee. So very curious to see how that affects the fill rate, because I think I could go either way. It could end up being really good, or it could, you know, that could be a bit much for a lot of people.
I think I'm not a fan of 7 where it's at. It was at before. Like I understand the desire to have that top prize, but I'm never, you know, that's not. I don't know. That's just not what I need.
Right.
Like, I'm fine with a smaller top prize if the entry is lower, because I am only drafting 5 to 10 usually, unless, you know, maybe I'll chase overlay up to like 15. But and for me, I'm not like trying to get rich on this. I just want to keep entering the season long stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally valid to have a preference.
So I wanted to pick Josh Jung coming up here. Did you see there's a rehab stint on tap? So
sweet.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I'll believe it when I see it, because this dude, I tell you,
there's a rehab. I don't know if that means I believe he's going to play baseball in the majors, but I believe the blurb was accurate.
The blurb did indeed say that.
Can we also just pour one out for Kyle Bradish again? I mean,
oh God,
dude,
man.
So sad.
You can pour one for yourself. Again, I have.
I'm with Ben there. If you were chasing Bradish, you know,
I know why.
Early before he got hurt the first time.
Okay.
Before he got hurt, I was drafting him like crazy, and then
Yeah.
obviously stopped after. But I was feeling good about my shares that I had already accumulated, and then poof, now he's hurt again.
That's
Right.
Yeah, man. As soon as he had that 10K start or that I was like, holy shit, I need to start. I rich. It's that simple. So I was taking it like I immediately. It's so funny because I'm always like way behind in my slows, so I just immediately pulled up like my 5 slows, like Bradish, like all like 40 picks ahead of ADP. Just like give me Bradish and rest in peace.
Yeah, we got Robbie pointing out here. Woo's next. He is apparently going to be throwing.
Blurb says he's good to go for next week.
So how many innings he will pitch, we don't know.
He's just pitcher Josh Young.
I really get sucked in by them. Just any positivity. It feels so good.
So we do have round 6, as Brad points out here. The eliminator round 6 is closing tonight. I'm down to 2 minis and 1 big. And yeah, after next week, we start cashing if you survive one more week.
Oh, nice. Wow. I'm losing a lot. I'm down to, I have 10 left and I'm losing half.
Ooh, that stinks.
Yeah. I mean, it's not been a good week for me for best ball. These are my lowest advance rates by far across all these contests. So, I mean,
that's interesting because I am at my highest this week. So,
I mean, I think it sort of makes sense when you have too much Henry Davis, you have too much Matt Wallner. Who else is just brutally screwing me? Key Brian Hayes just can't lift the ball. I mean, things have never been worse for the Nez brand.
I think like you spoke well of Vladdy as another guy. I can't remember if you got in too heavy.
Not like in the preseason, but like I've been I was pretty down on him preseason, but now I'm I'm kind of back in on Vladdy. I think
I know when the Bad X dropped, it was kind of like, ooh, okay, I remember this guy. he's the best, one of the best young hitters in the league.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess that makes sense. That projection checks out.
Yeah.
Is he though?
Doesn't I mean the Bad X seducing me on Vlad and Torque especially. Dansby Swanson, pretty seductive if you value Bad X rankings. So
I fell into the gaping hole of the volcano on Torkelson because of the projections too. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah. No.
With
the Bad X, I double count what I like and ignore what I don't.
There you go.
That's basically how it works.
I mean, I'm never gonna criticize or say that it was wrong or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Just
guys, Chris Bryant's back. Okay, I don't care what they say. He's back.
No, he's has 2 injuries already.
Sweet. Good. Low advance rate you need. God, this guy. He's dead.
Also dealing with oblique strain.
Ooh, this is a rough one here. A Betts, Trout, Jordan Walker, Nootbaar, Swinsky team that made it this far in the eliminator.
But how are you still alive?
I mean, probably Betts is
a
large reason of that.
Yeah.
Jordan Walker is probably one of the top busts he hasn't been in the majors in like 2 months, I
don't think he's
110 or something.
Is he even going to be back?
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. I don't even think he's doing that well in AAA, right?
My boy Alec Bertelsen just took his job, man.
Let's see the numbers. Yeah, dude, he's not even an average AAA player right now.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I thought he was going to be so good.
I was pretty convinced. Yeah, bought in last year full season, last year 7IS, this year full season. Like taking 3 stabs at him since he's been in the majors, and none of them have worked out.
I mean, he's still super young. I don't think he's like we totally write him off. No. Maybe this year I'm totally writing him off, but I'm gonna have to re-examine next year.
We'll try again next year.
He's a guy next year. If he's like, I'm not good at prognosticating here, but if he's like 18th, 20th round or whatever, I'm gonna have a bananas amount of him just buying into the pedigree.
Yeah,
it's gonna depend on what that roster ends up being next year too. Yeah, I think
it could be a lot of change for that roster, right? Well, I don't know. Can they get rid of Arenado yet, or is he still? I feel like they probably extended it at some point.
I kind of want them to see if they can get even older, just as a comedic bit. Is it possible? Hey, Jose Abreu just got released. They can sign him.
Yeah.
Your boys need to bring him home, Jason.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, give the fans Martin Maldonado, but at first
What they want.
I think he'd be prime candidate for a one-day contract.
Yeah.
Expert is not buying into any Walker.
A lot of people don't like Walker's profile. They think that he's his ground. Yeah,
interesting.
2020.
Yeah, interesting point here from Free Rolls that losing the rookie season hurt him.
Mm-hmm. Like Sheep said, he is only like 21 or 22 still. I mean, he is super freaking young. So
but I did want to because we were talking about like the depth of the pool right now, and I feel like we have had 0 position player call-ups that have actually worked out, and there's like nobody in this tournament, even down to Jackson Holiday, that I'm willing to bet on as kind of a surprise stand. So that's maybe contributing to the lack of depth too. Is I don't see anyone on the horizon that's going to help these teams right now. They're going to be trading amongst each other with the current roster in a way. It almost seems like.
Is it safe for me to to counter if you guys promise not to snipe? If I tell you Nick Gonzalez,
boy,
I mean he's already up.
Player call up. Yeah. You were saying that there's been no position player call-ups this year that have really stood out.
I mean, he's still sitting in my 15 team roto, and no one wants him for some reason. I can't figure it out.
Dude,
is that an oversight
now?
I don't know.
I think like if you wanted to get super silly, I'm not. There's no way I'm going to draft him, but Colson Montgomery looks pretty legit.
There we go.
Yeah, Homer White Sox take, but he actually looks pretty solid. And I mean, there's nobody in front of him that should be in front of him. Yeah. So
there's not any. I feel like there's not any sexy names in the minors that we know of right now. In a way, like
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
we were sort of close with like, hey, maybe Jordan Lawson. Am I saying?
Lawler.
Jordan Lawler. I knew I wasn't saying that, but he just got hurt.
Dominguez too,
or because he was back from his big injury
again.
Yeah,
bummer.
Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say
hit on him.
My living little pick has been Jason Dominguez for the that.
Yeah, see, there's one. I mean, but
he's on the 7-day IL, so I didn't see any details on that. But 7 days usually like concussion, or something. So which also isn't a great sign.
The best call up from here is going to be Matt Wallner, probably. So
Please,
the man
God. Please, God.
All of them. Any God. Whatever one brings it. Nez will follow him after that.
Bring his ass home.
As I'm working on a giant stack, which I kind of hate, but call up guy Helio Ramos. Are we? Is that's just good? We're good to go. Lock him in rest of the year.
You know what? For me, it's like because he's a Giant, I believe in the breakout. Just because, like, I just feel like the Giants just like there's just I just believe in that. But like, man, what? Where did this dude come from? I don't even see minor league stats for him on Fangraphs for whatever reason.
He's been a prospect, but like a back top 100 type. Certainly not. He didn't hit for any power like this, I don't think, in the minors. So, yeah.
Here's actually an interesting one that is probably we'd be excited about if it wasn't the team just doesn't want to play him this year. James Wood.
Yeah.
He could be fun.
I mean, the best case for him is they trade, they get Jesse Winker out of there and who somehow has become valuable.
Yeah, he just got hurt.
Did he?
I saw in Fantrax they put a little red flag next to a player if they're injured, and he avoided damage to his knee via imaging, so that's good. But still some soreness because he's running so much. 11 stolen bases.
That's crazy. Maybe Joey Meneses will come back and hit me some singles. That'd be great.
He is back.
He's locking in that playing time.
I was gonna say, did he go away, or he just didn't score any singles?
I guess like in the sense that he's actually like performing.
I took Reynaldo Lopez there, who again, if you felt confident in his innings, I think his price is pretty.
I almost took him.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man, all you gotta do is leave the South Side. Suddenly you're awesome. Unbelievable. Truly remarkable stuff.
I mean, you're not there anymore, right?
Accurate. Yes. Accurate.
And look where you're at. So
yeah, I'm here doing
you're
stuff.
living proof.
Yeah. All right, guys. Duran is back up.
Oh, here we go.
CTV. Oh, God.
If I would have taken the fantasy points instead of the freaking total bases, I'd be swimming in USD. Oh, but I had to do the total bases, man. Gotta get the best EV possible.
All right, Cheap. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna buy into the Jackson Churio finally hitting. Let's see if it's real.
Yep.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
He let's see, I got 5 out of 22 with him right now.
Just a little mini stack with Rhys Hoskins, who I still can't stop drafting. I don't know why.
Oh, I love Rhys Hoskins in this contest.
Okay.
He's been ice cold.
He's been bad or cold, do you think?
That's
like
kind of him though, right?
I don't know.
Don't know yet.
Yeah.
Because of the injury, I don't really know how to fully analyze
And
one way or the other.
I think he's gotten sad occasionally. Like they're getting Bowers a couple starts.
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
And Bowers is terrible too. So he is really bad.
What do we gotta do to see Tyler Black this season, man? I
don't know.
I have so much money.
I have your fab dollars. paid his minor league lunches.
Sitting in the bank of Tyler Black, man. And but that's the Brewers, right? In a nutshell, they're leading this guy off, or they're saying he's one of their best hitters available, and then 2 days later they send him down out of nowhere. It's unreal.
They just go off of depth. So free rolls, Ramos was a top prospect in 2018. So
that sounds about right. Yeah,
that's what we're missing.
So
maybe Nolan Jones is alive with 3 signals today.
I think you can draft. I think he's a fine pick in this draft. I mean, you're getting him for what
I grabbed him. I grabbed him. I like him at this price. I hated him at this price in the dinger, but I let Chip talk me into drafting him. So that's all Chip's fault.
I wish I hated him, but I'm very convinced.
Naz, are you rich? What's going on?
He's full count again. Full count again. He looked at 5 straight pitches, and the 2 called strikes should have been balls. So shout out to this umpire trying to get this game over with.
He's got the same underdog ticket that you do. He saw you tweet about it.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with these umpires these days.
Yeah, we did have that.
Let's do it.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right. So I guess he walked.
Oh, yes, dude. I was so due. You have no idea how many pick'ems I've been losing by just one entry.
Congratulations, Naz.
I'm
not
sorry.
going to change. There's no official scorer pending, right?
No.
Okay.
That was unlike the Brian Reynolds double last night that they didn't call a double. But no, we're good.
There you go.
Another name here that HB Reuters took is Jackson Merrill. I think that is an interesting young name. Not that he's getting called up, but he seems pretty consistent in his playing time, and like we've seen some action out of him. So he's an interesting one for me, especially if I start with Tatis.
I will say if the Sox trade Crochet to the Padres, I would be floored if Jackson Merrill wasn't part of that. Like from the White Sox,
which would be interesting,
True.
Right?
Because what else do they have? I mean, also maybe the White Sox aren't smart enough to get a good deal.
I mean,
it would be impossible, right? Because people are just going to be throwing themselves at you for Garrett Crochet. I love that Merrill pick. I just wanted to say, I mean, dude, he's having a quietly very good season. for the Padres, like, and just being on the Padres, getting the ability to, he hasn't compiled a ton of runs or ribbies, but will. And just like from the month of May on, I believe he's like doing 117 WRC plus. But if you let's just keep moving this arbitrary endpoint until it makes me look smart.
Perfect.
from May 29th, if you're starting from May 29th, the dude is rocking a 154 WRC plus. And he's, been a good prospect. Padres are a pretty interesting team, man. I think they might make a little run. Or try to, I should say.
The thing that I like about him is that his projections match the WRC plus. It's not like he's
good point.
For being a young guy and the bat coming around to him, they have him at a 111 WRC plus for bat X. Like what he's doing this season matches the output, and the projection systems are following along. So I think that's the good point there, because a lot of times, like, a guy will look good when he's young, and then it'll still take a few years for the projection system to catch up. So whatever he's doing under the hood is good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point to, rather than just like chasing results, is there something here?
All right, well, let's just take Byron Buxton.
Sure.
At 201. Can't nothing wrong there. Can't go wrong. But they're managing his playing time, which is why he's still sitting here, in these late rounds, that he hasn't really gone up. But
he's doing better as of late, man. He's starting to string together some nice games, and now that they have like Royce back, like, this team just has like an entirely new look to them. Man, like, I always like kind of think like the Twins are probably like in the on paper World Series are like 10-time champs. Like, they just like always look like they can do it, and then just like the results are just simply never there.
Yeah, we do have plans of heading up in July to go catch some Brewer Twins games there. So I don't know if you guys have ever been to Target Field, but it's I like that stadium a lot.
It's a cool stadium.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I want to go back to round 16 here. I want to get some takes on Ronel Blanco. Like, he's just a complete blind spot to me.
The only take that I was going to offer, but if you look at that round, starting with, like, honestly, with JJ or Woo, but like that Walker Buehler, Woo, Bradley, Eovaldi, I had all those guys queued up. I didn't get there in time, and now it's just like barren in terms of pitching. So, I would say Ronel's, like, compared to the list we have in front of us from this point on, I'll take a Blanco share, I think.
Yeah. Well, Ben, if you're looking for pitching, there is somebody that might be throwing soon for the San Diego Padres. One Joe Musgrove. Can I entice you?
Joe Musgrove. I feel like we talked about him on the last show, Ben. Can you remind me what we said about him?
Best value in the draft.
And it's still true, because it doesn't get cheaper than the 20th round.
Look at me with 40% Joe Musgrove. What a great stand to take.
Ugh, man,
could resume throwing soon. God.
And you know who else I just got, like, death at my doorstep for is Kyle Harrison. I was taking a ton of him late in this contest. I thought he was finally like starting to come together, and now he's got an ankle. So awesome. Sprained right ankle. Man, I really want to take 8 infielders, but that would just like be so bad. So I'm not going to do that, I guess. But I wish Kerry Carpenter didn't have a stress fracture in his back. That sounds pretty bad.
Dude, that's so brutal.
Yeah.
I have not clicked him. That sounds.
It sounds very not good.
Yeah, doesn't sound like something you come back from.
I can't believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth, and if you could delete the VOD after, I'd appreciate it. But
okay,
Eric Fetty appears to be very underpriced still.
Yes,
and I want to vomit saying
amongst
that,
these names. Yeah.
No, he's totally draftable.
He's been really good, and he's definitely getting traded, so he'll be on a contending team.
Yeah, like, I've definitely filled in with him, Stroman. I've taken Stone a couple of times. Pepio. I'm still taking Kyle Gibson. But
I mean,
after that,
Emerson Hancock has an ADP down here, and it's not off the board. It's 235. Like that's attainable if you're not paying attention.
Do you think if drafted in a way where you knew for a fact you were taking Jacob deGrom and you knew you had to get him in, do you think there's ever any draft, any team build that could ever be justifiable to take Jacob deGrom here? Because like Rangers are talking about on the broadcast, like they fully expect him to pitch for the Texas Rangers this season.
But in August, right?
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even the play, like, I mean, because they might not even like they might be like out of contention and then be like, you know what, Jake, like put that shit on ice, because I mean, they just do not look good right now to begin with. So,
I think the other question there is Scherzer. I mean, he's obviously much more closer to returning, but I feel like I'm less confident in him holding up once he comes back. But I'm willing to be wrong on him, like having a stretch. Yeah, so
I'm not. I only have 4 pitchers so far.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like Father Time has come for Max Scherzer. That's kind of where I'm at.
I keep saying that, and then I look at last season, and I forget that he was pretty good last season still. I'm just thinking back to when he got, like, ever since he got traded to the Dodgers, I feel like he's just constantly been missing time. So, like,
it sort of makes sense too. I mean, just to like not to like play biomechanic here, but like he has such a violent release, there's just so much going on. Like it's not like it just seems like pitching itself is obviously very stressful on the body, but he himself, I mean, his name is Mad Max, man. I mean, he just it's in the delivery. It does seem like he what his delivery itself is stressful on the body.
He cleaned it up like a lot when he got to Detroit in those early years, but I remember getting him from Arizona, and like you watch his like Arizona motion, it is just all like straight over the shoulder and down, just like really, really. He's pounding the dirt each time he throws it. It's a very interesting delivery.
I love the second part of that double tap at the turn, Ben.
Matt Waldron.
That's a fun one.
That's my first one, I believe. But looking at this list of names, he's up there with all of them. Don't have anything. He throws a knuckleball, but he's got a job. He's got a job. Pretty decent team. Good park.
Yeah.
Gavin Williams kind of surprised me at 240. I feel like he's going to be back relatively soon, and I loved him early on, so I'm probably just going to keep clicking his name. But I don't know. What are you guys doing with him?
Yeah, I'm taking a bunch. Let's see. I'm saying a bunch. Yeah, I have 3 out of the 22. He's an easy name to click at the. Not easy, but I think he's a fine name to click here. Just because he had like when you're going like just debating between Kyle Gibson and Gavin Williams, like one of those guys has upside and one of those guys is currently hurt. So you're kind of making that,
Yeah.
Finding upside options.
All right. You can't hold on. Dean Kramer, you're sneaking in there, Nez, and smirking.
Hey, 3.2 innings in a recent rehab start, man. If you haven't noticed, my team needs some pitching. So Dean Kramer, come on down.
Man, you got Hunter Brown. You're set.
Hey,
that Brandon Pfaadt pick, Pfaadt sitting around 180s, 190s. That could be one to really go after.
Can we just keep that amongst ourselves? Can we just not? I mean, I'm ruining the Garrett Crochet price, but maybe Pfaadt we can keep around 180.
Well, this was a good idea, Sheep, to draft at the same time as the debut of season 2 for House of the Dragon. So the secrets are safe within this stream here, I think.
What's up, Duke? Welcome.
Sheep
Robbie's
saw that premiere, and he's like, I can go up against that.
Like Game of Thrones is still a show. Is that
it's a prequel. It's a
no,
prequel.
I know, I understand. Like,
but dude, here's the thing. Because it's not because. I mean, obviously, we squeeze cash out of every piece of art,
right? Oh yeah,
entertainment possible in this country. But what you could tell yourself as a Game of Thrones fans was the finale fell so flat on its face that they owe it to us to give us as watchers of the show another good season of Game of Thrones television. And season 1 was awesome.
I'm in. It didn't take much for them to hook me again with the same damn thing just at 1,000 years earlier or whatever.
It's cool that they kind of jumped the timeline during that season. I thought was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Keeps minor. Good.
I'm not sure I'm even gonna read the next book if it comes out.
Oh gosh,
like that's how done
reading the books
I am.
Why the concept there?
All right, here we go.
I've read all the other ones. But I just have nothing to go back to. I don't know.
Will there be no reading?
We're gonna scroll the F down here, and we're gonna will this into existence, whether you like it or not, Sheep. I will never stop believing in Garrett Mitchell-ism. Okay.
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
I was just cleaning up this room for family to come, and I found my Garrett Mitchell Bowman first card. I'm like, oh yeah, this one can go in the back box.
Just a common, whatever. I don't know. That was one of those. So nothing down here really feels good, and it's like, let's just take a stab at something and hope it works out.
And it's been like a solid 2 rounds of looking at this pitcher group, and just nothing stands out.
Yeah, I'd love to be done with pitching by the time I'm at the 19th round. Love to be, because now I'm like looking at Aaron Savali's Fangraphs page. Like, can you do something for me?
Yeah. Here's a late round outfielder that I keep taking, Jacques Peterson.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, that's an awesome 20th.
A little mini Arizona stack with Marte and Gurriel, who I don't love the price. I think we're still paying for that hot 2 weeks that he had at the start of the season.
I agree. I don't think anybody ever bothered to check to see if that held. Because it's just the anchoring bias is so real on that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you think? Michael Lorenzen, Andrew Abbott, Aaron Savale, or who am I looking at here? Tyler Megill.
Edward Cabrera.
I'll do Megill.
I was thinking Megill too.
Sure.
He's got the highest K9.
Which is crazy, Nez, because I've got 5 pitchers queued. They were not on that list. Not one.
All right.
Oh, can you do you mind? I guess once you make your
pick. I mean, yeah, we can read it here. I'll get one of them myself.
Because I need ideas.
I've got Montgomery. Got Shane Baz in there. I don't know.
Okay.
Tristan McKenzie and his missing of a UCL. Christian Scott. I mean,
he might come back up.
Interesting by the time this tournament starts. And Musgrove. I got him.
Shane Baz is a great call, man.
I think Baz could be a little. Again, we're talking about trying to find upside here.
I mean, 7 days ago, strikes out 10 over 5 innings in Durham.
Yes.
Oh boy,
the blurb was kind recently.
The final death knell to that Chris Archer trade. Can we please get the last piece of that trade out of Tampa? Then it's finally over. Once Shane Baz is gone, now we can finally move on with our lives.
The nightmare finally ends.
Morally opposed to him in some ways. I have so little of him, and I felt so good about the prognosis and everything. But now he's gonna, they got a need for him. It feels like so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to wish poor health on somebody, but he's probably getting hurt.
Yeah. Just,
I wish him the best. I want to caveat.
Personally, I'd rather take Gavin Williams over Tristan McKenzie, because we know Tristan McKenzie's dead.
He's
it's going to explode. Gavin hopefully comes back and does something.
No. I feel like McKenzie's just collecting his season check and then postponing that surgery that I think pretty obviously need.
He knows he needs.
Yeah. Robbie pointing out that Scott might depend on where the Mets are on the computer.
No, he's pretty, and especially for the staff I'm building, he would be like a nice 7th to a really strong staff, maybe. But I think look at that. Montgomery fan 7 and win 2 hours ago. That's not a click.
7? That's not over the course of 3 games?
It was the White Sox. Let's go a roll. It was a AAA team.
Can't even count their stats.
All right. Who's in for another draft?
I can do it.
I'm going to peace out.
All right.
I will be, but you guys totally enjoy this.
We're gonna keep the vibes rolling, and we're not gonna even look at our teams. We're just gonna keep drafting.
Yeah, man, just keep going. I'll join the draft, but I am gonna pop off.
Excellent. All right, so we do need 9 people. Yeah, thanks then, Jason and Nez, for joining. It was fun.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it. This was a lot of fun.
Very fun.
Doing the wrong draft? Are you not in there?
What?
No, we just need people. I think we need 7.
I'm in the draft.
What, did your draft start?
Yeah, I think it's a 7 IS. I see.
No, you're definitely doing a daily.
You have to be doing it.
You guys, this is
CSA Molson in there.
Yeah, always enjoy chopping up with you, Jason. Long time no speak. This was great to reconnect and get to talk with you again. Definitely miss your baseball stream. So
I might crank 1 or 2 out this week before the contest closes. So appreciate the kind words, man. This is a lot of fun. Love you guys hanging out.
All right,
this was great.
Take care.
Have a good night, guys.
See you, boys.
Draft lots of teams. All right. Now we can get serious, Ben.
Yeah. The 4-man booth is always a challenge. But I definitely did join a 7 IS, and it's certainly beginning. So I'm gonna have to double step here.
Did you join a slow draft?
No, it's a fast.
Did I join a slow draft? No, pick clock 30 seconds.
I've got another one up where we're 5 away.
Yeah, strange.
Okay. It's almost like they had 2 lobbies up at the same time or something.
I don't know, unless we're that popular right now, and we've instantly filled the next one.
I mean, it is a 100% bad draft.
Okay. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
So
let's have some fun.
Maybe they'll also be double tabling for you.
I'm gonna take Gunner at 1.4 just because this was unintended. This whole thing. Yeah.
All right.
Any exciting news to report from your fab bids?
Well, we were kind of chatting. I don't know. Let's see. I did not spend a lot of time. I'm kind of out on these teams that I have left for my fab. Obviously there's a lot of time left that I should be, but at this point it's like, what if I just save my Sunday night, that hour on the Sunday night? Let's see.
Well, I acquired myself a Andy Page's Pajes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Which he was available in a 15-team online auction.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would have. He was slow a little while there, but not recently. I feel like.
Yeah, especially with Mookie going down.
Mookie's going down, right? So there's really nothing in front of the playing time at this point.
Yeah. So.
Oh, never mind. I didn't win it.
Okay.
That was just my bid. No.
So I did end up with Max Meyer here, who should be back soon, and that was a Robert Gasser drop who I've been holding on to, but he's pretty much done.
Yeah.
And then I did get Bailey Falter for $1.
Okay.
Over Trevor Williams, who I picked up. It's a 12 team, and he was still available the week that he had the 2-start week, and he's been doing lights out, and now he's hurt. I picked him up right in time for him to be hurt.
Jeez, man. Well, I didn't have money to spend, but I've acquired injured Jordan Lawler and Spencer Horwitz. Here we go. 15-team roto. That's where dreams happen.
Yeah, I guess I didn't end up with anybody in TGFBI there. So
Yeah.
Duke's deep into football, has not looked at MLB season. And I think that's true for a lot of people as to why the contest has not really been super popular. My dingers are, as I said earlier this week, kind of at an all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
I think only partially joking. Hunter Brown has been a big factor there.
He's, I think, buoyed a few teams recently. Taj Bradley, definitely.
He's back, yeah.
Spikes a game like that, 10 or 11 Ks or whatever. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'm sort of at a similar place. I kind of doubt in the dinger how much upside I really have, how many more teams beyond 18 or 20%. If I could sneak over 20% for my whole portfolio, I think that would be hitting my high mark at this point. But I'm holding on to what I got, it seems like, too. So
that's definitely where I'm at right now. I mean, I've spiked a little bit this week, but it's still been holding a pretty similar amount.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm not super over on anything in terms of advance rate, pretty average across the board. But I don't know, it's interesting looking back at these teams. I'm like, how did I build this team? This outfield is weird. I don't know how to describe it, but looking back, it's been interesting. That's something I think I need to do more of.
Kind of review your portfolio at the end of it.
Yeah, there's always a certain point
Yeah.
in the draft season, and it happens really early, is that I just start going in on the next stuff and figuring out ADPs and projections and all that.
Mm-hmm. I do want to
nice Duke's at 60 advancing. That's excellent.
No matter how many you entered, it could have been 150 or it could have been 60. That's a good number.
Right, exactly.
You're running between 100% and 35. That's pretty nice. Yeah, definitely. No, I think my bunts, I did bunt 2 and bunt 3. That's been kind of fun. I'm 8 of 20 in bunt 3 right now. So
nice.
That's pretty good. Yeah. And then my early bunts. My bunt 3 I also autoed on closing night, I think, or something like that. So
okay.
I drafted. Did rankings, let it auto while I was in Toledo, not actually looking at my drafts. All right,
that's really nice, doing 60 out of 150. Hope that holds for you.
Yeah, that's tremendous.
Yeah, I'm about at 30% on the bullpen, so that is where I'm sitting fairly good. But yeah, it feels good.
Around. Yeah. Shout out to you, by the way. Are you advancing in all of your sheep stream DK contests?
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know which teams were streamed or not.
Okay, because you did some. Well, the ones that I'm only in your streams, those leagues. But I think I know we're neck and neck in one of them. I think another 2 or 3 though. You're up there, and I'm in 3rd or 4th, trying to catch up. But
yeah, so right now I'm 3 of 6 of the $20 contests.
That's nice.
I didn't do a ton, and the $4. I am 3 of 7 advancing there. So
okay, yeah. No, I'm feeling pretty good about DraftKings right now. I think I just pushed another advancer in there this week, and I think I'll be 12 or 13 of 38 drafts. So
nice.
The 20K, the 100K, the $20. I did one single entry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all my sheep streams that I made it to, I think that's your 3 right there, I think, in the $20.
That could be. I know you mentioned the single entry. That was the one that I did. I did like really early. I made sure to get in the first day because I was like, oh, I want to get the best ADP, and that's like 11th place. So
Yeah.
that strategy didn't turn out great.
Well laid plan. Did they have? They don't have a mid-season tournament yet, right? They haven't dropped theirs.
I have tickets for it, so they better drop it at some point.
Yeah,
maybe I have one ticket. I think I only have one, but all right. We have filled here. Nez is in here.
there we go.
So Shimmy has been in some of these as far as the high volume people that has shown up. Him, Ben Roethlisberger's in here, very nice, and we kind of swap sides of the boards for this draft.
Yeah,
I am 2 and you are 10.
10. Draft whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how many infielders you take in those first 2 picks.
I feel like Jordan, I don't believe his ADP is actually 8.7 because I cannot get him in this contest.
Oh, okay.
He's maybe because I'm drafting with people we know a lot, but yeah, like I still feel like he's not what everyone expects of him yet. So I keep thinking he could be get some nice ADPs on him in here, but it never really comes true.
Yeah. Actually, okay. Judge does go first. I'm fine. Ohtani second.
Sure.
I'm also fine. Soto second if you want to go that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Although there is a tiny concern with the forearm thing. I know he's back playing already, but the fact that it was something that was hanging around for a while, or he was suffering with it for a little bit. I don't know. A little bit of fear there. But that brings me the other Kyle Tucker. Like, is he draftable right now? He doesn't fall either.
It's certainly it's concerning, right? Because this is like just a bone whatever hit by pitch. He'll be back after the minimum stay, and I don't think he's doing any baseball activities yet. So I'm still gonna grab him pretty confidently in the first round if he when he drops to me a little bit later. Like let's see. Well, like, hey, if he gets to me at 1.10,
sure,
I'm gonna do it.
I didn't this last draft. He did fall down to me, so
okay.
Maybe I'm a little too afraid there.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't said that anything's broken, I guess. So I'm just confident that it's pain related and a little more rest and recovery. Oh, hello.
All right.
Yeah. It's kind of it's getting like scarier by the day, like it's
right. Yeah.
From where it started. Mm-hmm.
And it could be later this week. He's ready. He needs one rehab game and then he's ready. I don't know. And then I'm going to be kicking myself for being afraid.
Yeah. So is there Mookie has not been given a timeline or anything yet?
No.
Okay.
No, I saw Greg Goldstein posting some pretty far out there timelines for similar broken hand. And although he's, some of them are hamate bone injury too. So I don't know. I can't take him.
No.
3rd round, maybe. That might be right.
I'm gonna jump up Jam Ram here.
Yeah, that's where I started there. So just another quiet season of numbers for him.
Yep. And he is on that drafters team of mine that looks pretty nice. Oh God, I'm gonna run out of time on my other one. Cody, okay, my second outfielder. Yeah.
Duke's here. 2 months minimum for Mookie's thinking so.
Yeah, that puts him pretty much out of reach. Yamamoto went at ADP in this other draft I have up here, so
okay,
we're definitely getting in a couple reps
before everybody knows.
Seems like it. Yep. We'll take Schwarber here.
That was my exact start last time.
It was man of five doubles. So yes, we met just a few weeks ago, and he had 5 doubles, I think, at that time.
We don't need him to hit doubles, just home runs.
I mean, I'd like a couple. Just
5 is enough. All right.
Right. We got to get. I like him to score weekly too, as my first round outfielder or my second round outfielder.
Okay. This is Teo's really shot up.
Yeah.
This contest, like, I don't know. Because he was going at the side of the board, and like you put him with Ohtani, even a few days ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know what exactly the bump up is, but I guess if you're putting him with Freddie, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's not my favorite ADP, but it fits the team in the start.
Yeah, and he's obviously a big contributor to that bullpen advance rate.
Yeah,
I was heavy on him there. So one thing I did right this year.
He's helping my drafters teams a lot, especially. Yeah. No, so I'm basically just planning for the rest of this tournament to draft the same guys I have in my number 11 drafters team.
That's double down. Yeah.
4 horses. That's who we're rolling with pretty much. I just want to consolidate and move forward for the rest of the season.
Maybe Nez was busy falling asleep there, but he did take Mookie.
Oh, Nezer. Oh man, yeah. Well, right. Good night to be in the lobbies because we're getting people off the board.
It's unsurprisingly my most owned player in all these drafts, Christian Yelich.
Yeah,
in this contest, Yelich
feels good.
And then we just do this. We just queue up as deep as we want to go.
Yeah.
I don't usually click too deep into that pool. Trio's usually the last guy, but
I'm still looking for the first Terang share, I think, in this contest. But
I've taken a few.
And I'm with it. I think part of the queue if you get some early Brewers exposure for sure.
Let's have some fun.
Let's go.
Bump up Riley Green here, and we'll start the triple outfielder build with 2 of my favorite guys, Yelich and Green.
Do you think Joey Ortiz is something to keep an eye on, or
I don't
solid player?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he is. He's not. I don't know. He doesn't have the steals.
Doesn't have power, really.
Yeah, he doesn't really have power. Like, he's got a few of both. Like, he's a lot like Sal Frelick in my general evaluation. Like, he's an important part of the lineup. But he's not I don't think he's anything fantasy relevant this year. I don't know. Maybe more playing time comes when Adames is gone next year.
That's kind of the key to the Brewers, it seems like, right? There's a couple power sources, but top to bottom, everyone is contributing.
Right. Yeah.
Perkins has his moments. Frelick's just solid. Churio can spike.
Yeah, and they're all running. That's the other thing right now. They're pretty much anyone's a threat to run. So that's boosting. They're doing a lot of bunting, as much as we hate that, but it is working in contribution with the stealing. So,
and then you drop in Gary Sanchez to the lineup every now and then for that power boost.
Duke is a Brewers fan, so yeah, shout out Duke. Yeah, I actually went to the game today and watched them win. I was just a self-bought Father's Day gift this morning. My the family visited Friday night and they left Sunday morning here, and I was like, we got nothing else to do today, so I'm just gonna buy myself some Brewers tickets. So yeah, that was only my second game this season. I usually get to 5 or 6 games. It's just expensive when you go and eat the food and drink the beer, and
Yeah.
I'm not disciplined enough. It's easier to not go to the game than if I'm there. I'm just gonna eat what I want. Ignore the prices.
Yeah. I have an uncle with season tickets here, and all the games I've gone to are the ones he's invited me to. So that takes a little edge off. He's usually the one buying food and drinks pre-hand too. So
that helps. There you go. Yeah. When I go by myself, I have a couple of corners I cut. Like I park outside of the stadium and walk like a mile to get into the stadium just to save the $20 or whatever on parking.
Is Milwaukee set up where like the stadiums are mostly kind of downtown and around?
No.
Oh no, really? Oh, okay.
Not Miller Park. American Family Field is surrounded by parking lots. It's
oh really?
It's part of the joke. But yeah, no, it's a huge, tailgate party and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Cincinnati guy. Al's here. What's up, Al? Allie is one bet. Yeah. That was pretty ridiculous what he did today.
Well, I know he had a jack in a shoe, right? Or did he do something else too?
Well, he stole second, like pretty much no problem. And then they tried to pick him off at second, and it went out in the outfield, and he scored from second.
From second to home.
Yeah.
It
wasn't even close. And then he hit a home run, a solo home run, another at bat. So
that was also the Brewers when he had his when he stole second, third, and home in one consecutive. I remember that. That was also against Brewers.
Thankfully, they still won.
They still won.
And they intentionally walked him in the 9th to put him on first, with a runner ahead of him. Most importantly.
Yeah.
But then it was pretty good play to end the game. If you haven't seen that.
Okay.
Blake Perkins had a rocket from center field to get the guy at home.
Is Perkins on your list or not?
I might have clicked him, but he's not a guy I'm taking. Just it's another of those interchangeable pieces. Like after Churio, I've queued up Tyler Black a lot, but I just can't take him in this.
No, yeah. Gosh, that was really hurtful the way they treated him. and my fab dollars, they showed no regard for my money, my money spent.
All right, we are on the clock. All right, we took the 3 outfielders, so let's build the infield team here up. Let's throw Vladdy here. We talked about him earlier. And then I definitely like the prices on the rest of that team. Like, I'm not usually taking Springer. He seems pretty washed.
Yeah, even with the discount we're getting, and he's still playing every day, obviously, right? But hard to see a lot of potential there.
Right. But I think Bo Bichette's ADP is still potentially really valuable for
is
what
he is he injured, or was it just like a little?
He might be injured right now, but
okay. But yeah, they haven't. I know there was a little bit of an announcement there over the weekend, but it doesn't seem serious.
Okay, I guess I missed that.
I don't think it's too serious though.
Okay, yes, it might not be ready for Monday.
Right, yeah.
Right calf. Well, I don't love that it's a muscle, but
yeah. So I've got some guys queued up here. This could be pretty nice, a nice start for what I'm trying to do. But boy, I think we're getting to that point early in these rooms now where I think your 60s, 70s, 80s ADP guys that you like just get him up as high as you want to almost once we cross like pick 40, pick 50, it feels like. And especially as, you know, two glaring dead spots, Yamamoto and Harris are right at the top of the queue. Ranger Suarez, who is just can't do it at this number, right? So
I hope not.
No, I don't.
I'll be in trouble if he does.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. I don't know.
No, nothing there for me. But I mean, great that this contest is really sucking up that number. You know, every round, it's every time it seems like so. But
so here's the thing. There's a lot of bars and stuff. You can just like buy a drink and then take the shuttle into the stadium. But then you have to get out and wait to get on the shuttle. So my method eliminates that. I just walk straight to the Target parking lot. A couple of busy streets to cross, but it's not bad. I don't force anybody else to do it. But if I'm going by myself, I'll save the $20.
Now, Ben Roethlisberger's a jerk for ruining my Cleveland stack. Oh, and there goes Josh Naylor too. So that was my cue. Wow.
That's funny because I said I started the same, and those I had both of those available to me.
Oh, this is going to be bad, man. Geez, I don't like that pick at all. I've got a little bit of some exposure built up though. Yeah.
I
mean, we had Naylor, Quan ready to go, 2 picks away. I'm disappointed.
I mean, I won't be surprised if he outscores Quan.
I
don't think it's going to happen.
I think we're not trying to get too far ahead of ourselves on what we think about Quan, but
you did take him from Robbie here, who was going to put him with Pete.
Well, I've made arguments for Nimmo, and I think it's more or less fine. But
I think he's as a solo guy, I think he's perfectly fine too.
Yeah, I think to stack that Cleveland up with their top 3 guys at ADP, and I've already got an elite pitcher in there. It's kind of like, ooh, I would like how that would look, and then can really get creative with how we take it from there.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to get Naylor, especially though. I think he's just showing what he can do.
I did take Cole again. It's been hard for me not to take him.
Yeah.
Like I think we talked last time, but I'm just taking the value I got on Shota in the dinger.
Yeah.
And I'm not super in. I don't know if I've taken him. I'm definitely taking other guys over him at this cost.
It's a cost, and I think, like we've been saying, there's still, as elite as his performances have been, I think there's a profile risk of how many innings. Like he's still not starting. He's still on a 6-day schedule, I think, right? So
I guess I haven't even noticed. I
don't know how they manage it.
I've been counting the points as they come in.
Yeah. I know that, like, I don't think he's had a 2-start week in Roto yet. Like I've got him on a couple rosters and he's locked in there, of course. But is he gonna, give you the 3 starts in 2 weeks at any point of the playoffs in this contest? It would not seem unlikely.
Yeah, I think Castellanos is a pretty sneaky pick at this range.
I've gotten a pretty good amount of him, and I think I'm going to keep taking it. Yeah,
I don't feel confident in his ability to accumulate, but I still feel confident in like him to be a playoff guy that you can really put up points in a week.
Yeah, no,
and like similar to Suzuki, but just on a better overall offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't. We got Schwarber here, so we can start to maybe look to round out some Phillies here.
Nez playing the hits here. He's got Royce Lewis, and then he went back to Garrett Crochet at 68. So don't expect his ADP to stick around.
To go with Mookie, embrace the variance, right?
It's true. All right, we get Willie here. 5 picks after ADP. I don't think everybody's realized what he's doing this year.
No, he's been very useful for some other teams. I mean, the Brewers in general, when they're popping, that's one of the teams that kind of moves my advance rates and dingers a little bit.
Yeah, like he's not. Oh, I'm on the clock again. Sorry.
Oh.
Here I am waxing poetic about my team. Let's get a Pablo Lopez here. Obviously, some concerns about his recent performance, but I was happy to pay a lot more for him. And it's not like, I saw you take Nola in the first draft, which like I'm completely fine with.
Yeah.
But then like, I'm not super in on Heel because I just don't know about his innings.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know with Cole coming back, but the thing I want to get in here is I know Freddie doesn't say he's injured, but I think Freddie's injured.
Peralta?
Yeah. I don't otherwise I'm just confused as to what's happening right now. It just could be a streak of bad, but the velo's down a little bit. I just think I don't think that's true for Pablo Lopez and his struggles is the velo stuff. So
Freddie had a quote right during the Detroit game last weekend that he was intentionally trying to take some off to get better control.
Right.
Wording there. So
I don't like the vibes there.
No. Which he's a big position in everything else except for this contest for me. Which
will very be bad if that's true. I'd love for it not to be true.
Yeah, that rotation it's amazing what they're getting done.
It's not a rotation. It's just a bunch of guys.
It's just arms attached to bodies.
Yeah,
station a bunch of throwing machines.
Yeah, but as usual, they have a pretty good bullpen.
Good bullpen.
But how I've seen in past years how that just doesn't hold up throughout a whole season, especially into the playoffs.
But they are one of those orgs, right? That they know how to get productivity out of whatever's in front of them. It feels like we got Goldschmidt here, which I think is a nice second infielder.
I mean, I forgot to say it last time, but I love the late Cardinals.
Yeah.
Mason Wynn, Lars Newt. I don't know when Lars is going to be back, but you're getting him 20th round, 19th round. So I have a lot of teams that have 2 to 3 of Mason Wynn, Wilson Contreras, and Lars Nootbaar.
Yeah.
Like there's weeks where those are going to be the top 3 guys in that order. Potentially, facing a righty. I guess Contreras will bat 4th or 5th, but
yeah. And hey, you gotta put put Alec Burleson in there for the latest one.
You can keep taking Alec Burleson. He's not on that list.
He's not on it for you.
Sorry.
I think I'm gonna borrow one from your book here. Let's bad blurb and all.
Okay.
We'll take Bo.
You're gonna take him from my stack that I was building. That's fine.
Oh, geez. That's right.
I was gonna put him with Vlad. No, that's fine. It will just become a potentially Vlad Davis Schneider stack.
Yeah. Look, I'm just getting started on my infield. That was not intentional.
No, I think this is a super interesting 2 guys that you put together, Paul Goldschmidt and Bo Bichette, just like the opposite ends of the age spectrum, but both have still, I think, spike week potential for sure. And like comparing him to Will Smith, who is an excellent hitter, but plays 5 or 6 games a week.
He's a little, He's been a very good catcher for season long for Roto. He's done the trick there. So do you think that we've just been in a couple badge heavy rooms where these pitchers are just getting built up at the top, like two?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, people don't like pitcher,
right? I mean, these are still like Logan Webb. this feels pretty deep for him.
Yeah, I have some of him here. I'm taking him over Heel or even
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have Heel, you have Ranger, you have Yamamoto, who's like, well, now he's injured. So there's a number of names I would just like take from this list and put them ahead of those guys a little bit. I mean, I might go Webb over Shota, just straight up 1-for-1, just because I think the innings and the work is so much more bankable with Webb.
Even like Joe Ryan here.
Joe Ryan, absolutely, yeah.
Freed if you want another efficient sort of innings guy, and Kirby, he's coming back.
Kirby,
I was very much Logan. Let's see. Maybe we just take some pitcher here. Yeah, I'm going to take George Kirby here.
I think there's a few of our favorite names here. Grayson. I'm still jumping in on Framber.
Yeah, I took him in the last draft too.
Yeah. I can't figure out he's really had some stinkers, and I always want to. I'm immediately thinking, okay, he's still injured probably, but then he throws a complete game, 7 or 8K shutout, and I can't quit it.
All right, we're gonna stack the Twins lineup. I was thinking about jumping Grayson there since you mentioned him, but I'm just gonna feast on these pitchers that are left for us up at the top here.
Yeah,
right now. And
it's
then,
nice. I mean, Hunter Green is fun. I think Sonny Gray is still kind of a fun click.
Yeah, I'm not taking Seth Lugo at this price.
No,
I'm worried about Gallen health at this price. But yeah, usually I don't take this many pitchers this early, but with the value that we're getting, I think I'm going to just build a little bit different this time.
It's a good room to, get some of that in there. I feel like I am dipping over and I am grabbing Bryce Terang in my other draft.
Excellent.
So
all right.
To go with my Yelly.
No, I think definitely preseason. Maybe even you asked me what I thought about Bryce Terang. And I was pretty far down on him because I thought he was another one of those interchangeable playing time pieces.
Yeah.
But maybe I was completely wrong about the contact skills to go with the speed. I just didn't see it that first year, and so I could have been completely wrong. But the important thing about him now is I know the play, where he stands in terms of playing time.
Absolutely.
Like he's going to bat every day, whether it's early in the lineup or late in the lineup, depending on the starter they're up against. But he is not an interchangeable piece right now.
No. So I'm pretty happy to get Grayson here, actually.
Okay, nice.
Yep. For a Skubal Grayson start, 2 picks spent in the top 110 or so. I like where that sits.
Yeah, I like that combo. I mean, how about Tariq Skubal? We've glossed over that, I think, in our discussion.
He's
so
just
man.
Yeah, he's the man. I mean, he's great. He's really, really impressive. And I think that because remember I kind of mentioned how I thought that like he should be the one, kind of ahead of Burn, ahead of Castillo. And I still think that looks like, where the talent rankings would kind of have things right now. So yeah, I think he's a worthy guy to, if you want to go out of step one time early in the pitching ranks. That's the one I'm going for, I think. Actually, I got him at pick 34 here, so I actually got a pretty good ADP discount on that.
Yeah. I think I do feel, I mean, I'm not taking Skeens just because I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's making me think about it.
I'm definitely regretting it.
Yeah. Like there could have been some more like pick 70, pick 80 Skeens that I wouldn't mind having a couple shares of at this time.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely it. But Glasnow, like, if you want to take him here and just bank on him, that's fine. Like, I think basically you're giving up an outfielder if you're taking one of those guys.
Yeah.
More than infielder, but if you can build around that, I definitely think that. And I didn't see the game today, but it looked like Wheeler got blown up by
Baltimore.
Baltimore. I'm not concerned about that, but definitely surprised me when I went and looked at some DK scores today.
Yes, and Cease too. So there wasn't much safety in starting pitching for
pitcher doesn't matter.
Burns had the big game for the big-ish.
Yeah,
but even he had like 7 Ks, which obviously it's good. It's 7 innings, 7 Ks, but he's not spiking many 10 or 11K games these days.
Yeah, and when you're paying that much, you kind of need that 30-point game. Not to get too much into DraftKings construction here, but I was actually I got lucky. I don't know, maybe I don't want to tell this story, but I got kind of lucky. I always search like before lock what kind of tickets are overlaying and stuff. So I had built up hold on. They were like basically a lot of times it was like a 50-50 to get these $24 hockey showdown tickets.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna have some fun and jump Vinny P here.
There you go.
Need some infielders. So I had like a bunch of these saved up and I was like, oh man, I don't know anything about hockey showdown. I'm going to lose all this and it's going to end up being for naught. But then I was like, oh, wait, I'm going to be in Hawaii because it was like for the first finals game.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I'm not going to be here. I wonder what I can do with that. So I ended up just getting converted over to DK Cash. So that was nice.
Okay.
Through customer support. Because I was like, wait, I can't actually enter this contest in Hawaii. So how does that work?
I've been trying to get some of their best ball tickets for their NFL mini. Yeah, because those usually seem like they're missing a few entrants, but
Bryce turning at 123 there. That's a little bit pricey.
Getting
spicy.
Let's see
if Colton has any other Brewers. No, he's got a little Carroll Walker stack. He's got Evan Carter, who I just can't take.
Yeah. No, that would be that'd be nice to get a good run out with him, but doesn't seem imminent. There's another back problem, right?
Right.
Yeah. We don't like stress fractures in backs. I picked Scoob on this other team too. So okay. I'm gonna have a little portfolio of my guy there. Let's see, I've got some fun cues, I think, here. But it's gonna be getting thin pretty quick here.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just looking. I'm at 4 outfielders, and we're pretty much out of outfielders. I feel confident.
Yeah, I would say so. I still do grab Josh Lowe.
Sure.
Way more than I'd care to admit on your stream here.
Yeah, I've been grabbing him at this price too.
Yeah,
not a ton, but
he's giving me very little confidence with his performance so far. I know it hasn't been much, but it's just kind of like I'd like to see a little more.
I mean, you can tell yourself that's he just needs some healthy weeks, and then he just needs to get into shape.
Yeah.
All right. So you got someone queued here?
I got someone queued. Bryson Stott. We're gonna
get
the Phillies going a little bit here. Oh dang. So I guess Real Muto, I haven't even thought about poor JT and what he's up to here.
I don't think he's draftable in this contest.
Miss about a month.
Yeah. Basically missing the whole first period. He doesn't seem like necessarily someone I want for playoff smash. Just
no, I don't
in the
think
playoffs.
so. Just purely late stack to get to 4 Phillies, but we might have to call it at 3 here with these names.
SB here, grabbing an Ichiro, yeah. As we've kind of been hyping up the surprising Brewers offense, I've been grabbing a lot of Brewers in general, and definitely getting Churio at the end when he's there. I don't think he's a great. I don't really want a ton of him by himself. I could be wrong. Maybe he ends up spiking a little bit more than I expect, but it's mostly that he's kind of worked his way back into playing time. All right, Nick Pivetta.
Yeah.
What could be better?
Plotting out my picks.
So you took him over, yeah.
The pitchers aren't so much. I was looking at this other draft too, and I was like, oh wait, yeah.
But yeah, I think like you could make arguments of taking any of these guys at this point down to like Mackenzie Gore.
No, I've got Luzardo, King right around here would be kind of fun.
Oh, as I say it, Ben Roethlisberger brings up Mackenzie Gore out of that group, or from the bottom of that group.
Yeah. I did want to point out, have you tried to get TJ Friedel? Is that something? Okay. I'm kind of liking that pick at ADP right now, 125. I think there could be some juiciness there.
I have a Cincinnati blind spot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's because of Ellie, but I
wanted to fall cascading down to the rest of the team kind of.
I just don't see them. I don't know. It's weird. I definitely get it. And like Spencer Steers, like his price is up there, but I get it. So I don't know. Might be just a total error on my part. But just the team in general is not on my radar.
I'll say just, again, like looking at the outfielders that are, it's not the same ADP, but like he's 125, Josh Lowe 139. He is a solid, like will lead off, will play. So I think the risk of is Cincinnati going to get it together, and obviously their offense is shown to have some holes, I think, compared to what we thought preseason.
Well, unfortunately, Colton, to go with his Bryce Strang, took Rhys Hoskins on me.
Ooh.
So I'm not pleased about that, but we'll take Jeremy Pena on his own, who I'm happy with the run out on Pena.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he really got more hate than he needed in terms of ADP. And then we are going to jump up Davis Schneider.
There you go.
To go with our Toronto stack. I did take George Springer at cost. I know we talked about not loving it, but I was hoping to get Davis Schneider there and just build that 3-man Toronto stack.
It's very up in the air. Like Muncy is out here, right? And no timeline for return. So the ADP gets murky quick in these lobbies right now.
Right. I feel like I still do have some concern, Davis Schneider, that they're just going to be like, no, you're not going to get the playing time you deserve. Just kind of how they've treated him so far this year. I'm worried that they do that, but maybe they've learned their lesson. He sat Saturday. I don't know why, but here's a troubled question. Mike Trout at 105 in a slow. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking him.
Just haven't done it.
I'm not. I think I took him once on stream, maybe even.
Oh, look at now Nez. Nez grabbed a Helio.
He's easily influenced. He hears a name, he just goes right to it.
Nez is having a good time out here, man. A little Jordan Westberg, a little
Starling Marte. I'm still waiting for him to really ruin my season. Starling Marte, I had basically a total fade on him.
He probably needs a little respect now, right? Hasn't he been okay?
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got 48 singles. He's only got 8 doubles.
He's only got 8 doubles?
7 home runs, 12 stolen bases. So maybe it's not. Maybe not so much. I wonder if he ends up. Yeah. What does his contract look like? I don't know. Like if Mets sell, is he a piece they sell?
Maybe. He would have to be, I would think.
But are the Mets going to sell? That's the other question.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
They're not going anywhere without Christian Scott, so they need to get to work on that. Get him up here. I got some rosters that could use a pitcher. All right. Gorman sniped. I guess not really. I only have Goldie right now. But speaking of blind spots for Cincinnati, I think my blind spot goes in the other direction than yours, where I do not see anybody else on the board but Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
The blind spot is the periphery, and then the Reds are the only option. I know you grabbed some candy though recently, right? Come on. That's a booster for my full seasons right now. I did have a lot of last round Candelario towards the end of
yeah, definitely a stream or two definitely called him out as a guy I thought that could be the surprising guy you needed on Cincinnati based on everybody chasing the youth. He could easily be Eugenio Suarez of this season. Like those two guys could have their outcomes were the same, right? And they just sort of are hitting the opposite ends of those right now. So, maybe, and then Suarez has benefited from guys being hurt, and Kennedy has been benefit from guys being hurt. But, are you fully out on CS now?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure that you're not still chasing.
No, I don't have any shares in this contest. I'm pretty sure. So I did not even give him a chance at a recovery. Even. I cannot. Like the Reds have had the strangest injuries this year. I feel like, like the fact that we're even drafting, or I'm drafting TJ Friedel, like he broke his wrist like 3 weeks ago or something. And now he's just back. And then you have CES, who's getting the green light for a rehab. And then he's the one that says, "No, I want to go see another doctor." Like I think you guys got this one messed up here, Mr. Red.
Maybe Mr. Red is the one doing the diagnosis.
Right, like who do they have? And McLean's timeline, and they haven't had a very simple, straightforward injury approach. It seems like there's always a surprise, or
So M. Faye's getting called out here with the Garver Ty France Seattle stack building here.
Ooh, well, he's sticking to his plan.
I think he does have Julio, so maybe he's going off, a Seattle streak. Like the rest of his team seems. Yeah, I like the team.
He's just getting that sack. Okay,
who cares about ADP?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm mostly with that thought process for this one, but
except it doesn't include Cal Raleigh first, who's definitely my click there.
I got some late Raleighs to start this tournament. I haven't done it as much recently, but I'm intrigued by it.
Mitchell Mackey takes Churio on me, unfortunately. Maybe going to close outfield with him as 6th, but
oh yeah. Jeez, we're really gutting your stacks in this one, man.
That's all right. Yeah, we are in the territory where I don't know what to do. Let's grab a Nathan Eovaldi as pitcher number 5. I've taken a little Blake Snell, but I don't feel confident in that dude this year.
Yeah.
Putting anything together.
You said it, and we've lived it. Like we're at round. This is not the last round. This is round 15. We're kicking off, and it's just looking at names.
We will take a Bat X Love and Matt Chapman there.
There you go. That seems pretty comfortable of these names. Actually, I think Chapman.
And again, I miss on Jackson Merrill. I talked about everything before, and then I keep missing him on drafts.
So I do think I've got a little something to set up here.
All right. Yeah, he gets moved up 20 points or 20 picks from ADP, Jackson Merrill. He's like at a point where I'm not looking at outfielder where he goes, I don't know. I just keep missing on him, even though I really think I like that pick in this contest.
No, that of these names here for your late outfielder, that feels pretty good. Just not much else. I guess Buxton. I think you probably should be open to Buxton at 187. Yeah. That's something to embrace given the room you're looking at this point.
Any Oakland stacks? Blade goes here kind of to start off. Well, other than Rooker.
I don't know if I have an Oakland player in this draft.
Okay. Yeah.
A few weeks ago, the Oakland propaganda is just out of hand. Tyler Soderstrom. There's a guy I like.
Yeah, he's been hot lately.
Contest.
He has been hot. SB catchers are pushed up compared to the dinger. Correction or overreaction?
Overreaction.
Yeah,
I think so. Well, I guess so. The number one name there is Willie Contreras, right?
Yeah, and I'm not taking him.
I'm not taking him. Am I correct though that he has not missed a game yet this year?
He's got one game off.
He's got one game off. So it's not playing time, right? But
right.
I still don't think he's quite that. He's obviously an amazing hitter, but
yes,
35 amazing. Not sure, but that is impressive. Like he's not even getting a break from DHing. He is literally in the lineup every day. So
yeah, we'll see now if he ends up on this concussion. Maybe we'll get some more Gary Sanchez. But he's speaking of just random contributors. He's been important to the team. DH, backup catcher, whatever. He's been contributing. When we're talking about that team, just contributing all. Oh, Marte goes there.
Really? Ooh, okay.
Mfe's getting it.
Man, he's a menace.
He doesn't have a team yet. Yeah. Maybe he's not going to score. But I guess Rutschman is the other, right? Even Will Smith, but in terms of ADP, both those guys are similar. 42 at Rutschman, 50 something for Will Smith. I'd still like to get those guys later. I do think that at the end you can still grab, like I said, I keep grabbing Wilson Contreras at the end because I'm a believer in his bat still, and he's getting close to return.
I think I just autoed a bad pick in our other room. I got Mason. Win. Yippee-ki-yay.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's a nice combo there. Tristan Cassis and Hunter Brown. I like those.
Yeah. I was looking for Willie or Abreu to make it a 3-man with Duran.
But Brown's a nice consolation prize.
I think so. I think Brown and but this is right at that tier where in our first draft I had 5 pitchers queued. I was like, all right, I'm really gonna get who I get out of this tier. They all went away, and then it is just completely pick whoever you want, whoever you have a case for.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're right on that precipice here with the pitching.
So Shimmy takes the falling knife on Max Muncy at 175 there, and Black Snell also at 186. So
yeah, I mean, I'm fine to work that in, but the prognosis isn't good, right? And they're also, they're out there acquiring Kevin Biggio, like so. Yeah, Dodgers could, man. We'll see where the rest of the season takes us, but a Mookie injury right now, with the state of the rest of their lineup, is getting a little dicey.
all right, man, Joe Adele was on fire for a week, huh?
Yeah,
We thought we finally saw it. It was finally here.
I kind of feel like, I mean, I'm looking for my sixth outfielder. If he got back to me, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
it's pretty bleak. Yeah,
I'm taking pitcher 6 here in Walker Buehler, who I guess that rotation, well, going to be less crowded with Yamamoto out, but
yeah,
Kershaw, who don't take Clayton Kershaw, and Bobby Miller's supposed to be back too, and so
yeah,
that's an interesting situation. It's kind of actually a good thing for the injury if you have any exposure to those other guys on that rotation.
Sure. I mean, I've got more Walker than Yamamoto, overall. Yeah, I think, look, honestly, Walker, the performance hasn't been there yet, but the key was just getting back on the mound, and he did that in a reasonable time frame. So I think you got to be pretty happy with where you ended up with him, and going forward, if he can find some of those skills again. But first step, getting back on the mound. So kind of feel accomplished in that sense already.
Yeah. So I did take it. I did it. I took Joe Adele.
Okay. No.
I don't love it, but hopefully I don't know if Rengifo will make it to me. Oh, he's injured. Did he get hit by a line drive single?
Oh, are you kidding me, man? That's
just shows a contusion.
Sure.
Said he expects to play on Monday against the Brewers. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I am going to tip back into this, this, I don't know.
Rengifo is like my precious, even more than Duran.
Okay.
Boy, what a roto pick. Him of his 5 position eligibility, gonna steal like 40 bases this year, bat 300 plus. He's been great. I definitely I get him. I drafted him in the last one. I think he's certainly viable in this tournament.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll make it to me, but yeah. You in on any other? I want, like, we're talking about catchers, but I want to keep leaving Logan O'Hoppe. He just, like, speaking of when we're talking about dailies, I keep losing a lot of money on Logan O'Hoppe.
Yeah.
Not really getting there.
The Angels had some fun matchups last week, I feel like, right? Like, I was trying to draft them a little bit. Geez, I do not know what to do at all here. This feels ugly. Can I turn this into a 7-6-7 now? Am I confident with infield 6 Tristan Casas? I think I can. I think I might have to also, because that's a pure stack partner pick right there.
Yeah, and you took Jose first, so that's good. And then I still like that Goldie Bichette.
The Goldie, there's some balance there. Yeah,
like if you're telling yourself that this lineup is good, is those guys are good values there.
Yeah,
and Casas comes back, so
Yeah,
I don't know what the timeline is on him actually.
Like hoping by July 1st, so it's not a great timeline. At least the updates we've gotten so far. Not super hopeful that he gets you much scoring in that early period. But dang, I really don't like that Rafaela pick. This outfield is just, it is a challenge down here, man.
Yeah, definitely going with 7.
Right, yeah. Don't have any 7 builds yet. I mean, can you even get a... Oh, am I...
Oh, you got Ryan Jeffers there.
Oh.
That's all right. It was a good ADP value on
Was
Ryan
it?
Jeffers. Yeah.
So sure. All right, how about we go 6-7-7 then? Well, that's what we'll do.
He's got an ADP of 162. So
yeah,
like you just had to take that value.
Oh Lord. This is how we're going to close things out. I'm not going to get more than like probably 30 or 40 teams in this thing, and that'll be my only Jeffers share.
Hey, I'm fine where you took it. It's just more that you wanted the outfielder.
Yeah. So maybe then I guess I made a pretty big stance on TJ Friedl getting a leadoff hitter that late. So outfield's fine. We're good with our outfield.
Okay. I was going to say maybe you're okay with that pitching.
Feel pretty okay. Yeah. I mean, certainly pitcher's going to look a lot. But what I was staring at is like, who the heck are you going to pick? I was searching Mr. Jake Fraley to see if he's available still. I don't think so. Or he might be.
Yeah.
I'll put it out there. Jake Fraley is cute. So anyone wants to come after him. Actually, there's a little name I like down here. There's not much to like about the Tigers. And I don't even think he's that good, but I think you can take Matt Vierling at this number here. I mean, he's getting to lead off so much. So
sure.
Pretty regular leadoff hitter, pick 230. I think that's kind of a fun way to round out your outfield if you had a nice heavy start.
Yeah, I don't know.
The playing time is the main argument there. I think that will remain no matter what type of performance he puts up. Doesn't look like he's got. I mean, he's only he hasn't done a whole lot really. Now that I look at it, only 443. Tigers are not going to give you counting stats. That's one thing that they are really hurting you on.
Oh, he almost made it to me. Renifa goes 2 picks before.
That'd been nice. God, Ryan Jeffers.
All right.
So is I guess Jake Myers might be on his way out here. That was a hot name for a minute.
Jake Myers? Okay.
Jake Myers, yeah.
I'm going deep on your guy here, Shane Baz, for pitcher number 7.
Okay. That could be a fun one. A fun SP7, I think. Yep.
And now I'm looking, I think, at 2 infielders. So let's build this bad angel stack and take a Logan O'Hoppe.
There you go.
I can't really ding you for Matt Vierling when I'm taking Logan O'Hoppe and maybe like a Brandon.
O'Hoppe's exciting.
I know, but he hasn't been great.
He hasn't been.
I don't know. Been a catcher and
even with my discount on Ryan Jeffers, give me O'Hoppe straight up.
Okay. I think that's an interesting conversation.
Jeffers has slowed down a lot, hasn't he? I feel
right. I just mean in terms of the guy who showed it for a while and the guy who's just a potential sort of discussion.
Yeah.
At catcher.
I think we are going to go 6-7-7 here.
Okay.
We're just going to pray. Yeah. Look, the only thing I've learned in best ball is that it just doesn't matter what you do at pitcher. Like you're going to have injuries, and it could be 5, it could be 9. Where you end up with like 6 good arms come playoff time, there's just no way to really figure it out. I feel like so stay thin, pray, hope you shoot the moon.
Especially even on a shorter contest like this.
Yeah. No, and you mentioned that last stream too, right? You were kind of liking the 6-7-7 approach a little bit more here.
Yeah.
And
then I, build a 7-7-6.
7-6 every time.
Both my teams.
The 7-7-6 always, that feels like home.
And who's going to be my last infielder?
I got nothing, man. I mean, the top three there, no help. Thyro. Yeah.
Why?
This is
what's up with this one stolen base this year for Estrada?
They're not running at all.
Is that okay? I didn't know if that was a team-wide thing. That stinks.
All right, I'm gonna panic a little bit, but we'll stick with Matt Waldron here. We'll build it out. Hey, like knuckleballers can throw any amount of innings, right? Like they're not going to get injured. They're not throwing more than like 60 miles an hour. I know the thing with him too is that he's only, I think the knuckleball has got 30% pitch for him, but it's just the fact he has it.
Right. Well, when it's 0 to when you're 0 to whatever percent, it's still an infinite increase than the amount of knuckleballs being thrown in the major leagues.
Yeah. No, I think and their staff is obviously dinged up too, so he should be able to hold his job.
Ooh, speaking of hot names, after his start yesterday against Miami, MFA puts a DJ Hers in here.
I could not believe I saw that in the first draft, and I was like, DJ Hers has already been drafted. He's made 2 starts.
Yeah,
must have been just last night.
Had to be.
Yeah,
because I don't think anybody knew who he was before. I mean, I didn't. He might be a prospect guy. I don't know anything about him, but
I had a team that was kind of looking spicy for DK. That DJ Hers game, I did manage to go all 3 lineups in my 3 max. Yeah, just because the Marlins line. I mean, the Marlins, in the world of a salary cap, any 5K pitcher or whatever versus the Marlins right now, it's kind of like, oh, well, I'll think about it. It's like,
Shimmy takes my Wilson Contreras. So, well, let's just lose money on the Angels and take Zach Nato.
Boy, we're digging deep here.
Adele, Ohapi, Nato stack. There's no way that can't win me a contest.
This is it. I mean, two drafts in a row. I think we were talking about this contest as like not the pool isn't as deep, but that's like 2 in tonight. These rooms are pretty tough, obviously, but
yeah,
really barren there for the last few rounds. Really barren.
Yeah. All right, my friend, we have reached the end of the stream. Everybody go out there, draft away for this week. I think
do it.
I think we should look at some, I don't know if not overlay, but a rake free contest. I think the way things are trending, as much as I hate to say that in terms of, growing this game that we love, but we're glad that you're out here hanging out with us. Ben, 2 shows in a row.
Doing it from home, doing it from Michigan, man.
Great to have you. Thanks, Nez and Jason, for jumping on earlier. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, everyone get out there and draft, and we'll see you in the rooms.
Awesome. Thank you.